you run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. Come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. He'll try to run here with Barkley. And that'll move the sticks. First down, up to the 40.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
1st and 10. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former number 1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense he's going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Stafford. Open man is Robinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He finds Hupp along the out route. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Pass caught right side by Higbee. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up 4th down.
And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Whoa! And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. A run up the middle with Barkley. Barkley's got the 1st down and more. And he's going to take this all the way home. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Cup in motion. Stafford now on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Back to throw is Stafford. That one on target to Cup. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Here's Ethan Evans now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. DeJean to return it, and good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Hurts again. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and that'll set up 4th down. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. The NFL's 3rd leading rusher a season ago, it's Kyren Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Williams. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Eagles have it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's hauled in at the 2. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in?
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Eagles. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Rams offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He'll get this complete. It's Cup again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Stafford toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Stafford now on 3rd down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. He'll locate Cup. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A shotgun snap to Stafford. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Hupp brings it in left side.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Rams offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Throwing, Stafford. He's going to look deep. Going to Kupp. And that is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points because so far this has been a struggle and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Punt team headed out for the Rams. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Barkley. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. And he's going to have the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. 1st down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Dotson, the man in motion. A first down throw for Hurts. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he's into the end zone yet again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Second and 7. Play action, Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. 14 on the pickup. First down, LA. In motion, it's Robinson. On the ground, this is Williams. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Williams gets it on the draw. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
The Rams punting unit coming out. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And thus far, Greg, this has been a master class on how to run the football.
And this falls into the category, Mike, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They found early success in this game and never really had the need to go away from it. I think barring some sort of defensive adjustment that they can slow down this rushing attack, I think if I'm this offensive play caller, just continue to do what works, because right now the defense has no answers.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Barkley. Barkley's got the 1st down and more. Down the sideline to the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Here's Barkley, and he's got another one. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will add 1 more onto their big lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. On play action, it's Stafford. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. First and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong. And he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. So got it. The tight end comes in motion. One more time, they try Barkley. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
3rd and goal for Hurts. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and now they're faced with a 4th and goal. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. This one is caught by Robinson. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Rams.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. That one on target to Cup. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darius Slay. And the Eagles will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
It's 4th down.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. Held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.